This is Brothers Talking Shit podcast, episode 136. And if you don't know, after 136 episodes, who the hell I am, I shouldn't even tell you, but I'm in a good mood, so I'm going to tell you anyway. And I like hearing my own name. I am the Flesh Man. I'm the fat boy. I still call you Broadish, and I'm still your Huckleberry. Holla at me.
And I'm Rel, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the king of controversial comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at. Don't hit me unless you try and cut the goddamn check. And rest in peace, Elgin Baylor.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know what it is. It's your homie boy, Juke, a.k.a. the Charm Guy, a.k.a. Juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm really ready to podcast for some very interesting reasons tonight. So let's get to it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, Big Belly Rude Boys 2 times, and I'm out here just vibing today.
Guess what's up next? It's your guy, Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, a.k.a. the People's Podiatrist, and I'm also known as your favorite foot doctor. Yes. And I'm coming to you with a collective of gentlemen we know as some earth shakers.
Oh, yes, sir, we are.
We are some 40-acre takers. Not waiting on no handouts.
He ain't never lied.
We are some generational curse breakers.
That is also facts.
We are the prophetic podcast because we be knowing.
We do be knowing.
And we just some brothers talking some shh.
With your coolest.
Air.
All right, like.
Hold up. Before you get started, Jay, I need you to grab the transition, right? When you know our sixth member ain't here, you just let it hang out there as if he was gonna fucking pop it up that air and see what I had to say. But
come on, you know what to do, Jay.
I know you was like,
you know what? I do.
Man.
This motherfucker shows up.
I kind of left it out there, like, and didn't say nothing, kind of like you didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what
is it?
This guy, man.
Say your intro. It's time to cook. Just say it.
I'm JB.
It's your boy JB, head to foot 9.
And I be fucking
to the one and only.
And I be fucking
up.
He
already did it. Do your part.
and I be fucking up sometimes. I'll be fucking the stats up sometimes.
So when Flush, when you come, you gonna lock up.
Hey, listen, I'll be there real soon. Real soon.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna lock up.
Say less. We're gonna take a couple shots too. You already know.
I'm not doing no.
What, you are. Shots? No, I'm talking about
He said body shots.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm about to be 39. You about to be 40. We not doing that. Like, we'll talk about some shit. We got to sit down and have a conversation. Way too old for that. Fellas, where y'all want to start at, man? You said you had something on your mind. Where y'all want to start, man? We can kind of start where we want to start with Deshaun Watson. Where we want to start?
I mean, that was on my mind.
All right, so go ahead, spark him up, Juice. Let's go.
So I could get long-winded. I don't really want to get there, but first off, I want to back things up. I want to back things up to the Texans organization before we even get to Deshaun and just say what a utter fucking shit show that organization really became. Like, for starters, like you just really look at that. Like, I think it's the worst scenario, the worst organization in fucking sports. And that's been said before, but I definitely believe that. Okay. You get to a situation where you're losing, not losing, but I think you're pretty much to a major degree, your coach sabotages your fucking roster. You know what I'm saying? Everything just goes down to shit. And now we get down to our fucking, star quarterback who is really unhappy. He doesn't want to be there either, and he requests to leave. Okay, really, hey, it is what it is. The organization is going to shit, right? Players can now command, the respect and attention to get what they want because of how much attention they garner and how much money they make. Okay. Then all of a sudden, this shit happens about this sexual harassment. And so, like, here's where things get really murky, because we all know that sexual harassment is something that,
Misconduct,
is
bro.
real.
Misconduct.
Well, misconduct, misconduct. It's something not welcomed, I guess, sexually between men and women. We know this is a real thing. So it's like, it's very difficult to have the conversation with Deshaun in this situation just because of the conversation of sexual misconduct, period. But one does have to wonder, why so close to when this motherfucker wants to leave? So I will say this: all things can be true. He could have absolutely done whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? But if he did, the team fucking knew about it, like they always fucking do. They knew about it. And if they didn't know about this, if this is just some bullshit, then yeah, that's fucked up too. Like, no matter how you skin this cat now, it's fucked up, because if it turns out to be total bullshit, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, this is social. We're living in a social media age. Like, then they just kind of put a slash on this man, as they always seem to fucking do. And if they did know about it and they just kept it hush hush, and now they want to jump out because this guy wants to leave, then they're even super duper 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 trash. You know what? I don't even want to talk about Deshaun Watson anymore. I don't want to talk about the guys that are getting into trouble no more. I want to talk about Big Boy. I want to talk about the guy that's really governing the situation. And that's the fucking NFL. And that's the billionaires. Oh, you know what? You can't say shit because they're rich as fuck. And we have this appetite to be entertained so much that, no matter how this goes, this is a fucking shit show. It's a fucking circus that can always be stopped by just, motherfuckers not putting this out in the open and making this a big deal. I don't really understand it, though. I don't understand it. I do. I will say this, and I'll end it here with my point of view on this. If you notice, I've remained to stay clear of the innocence or guilt thing. If you've noticed that, and that's for a very important reason here, is because this is not a fucking everybody thing. This is a Deshaun Watson thing. I'm really tired of this. I'm hearing a lot of conversation of, it comes again of what men do and what men shouldn't do and whatever. Okay. Or what women can do and women can't do and what women go through. I understand it's a dirty fucking game, but at the end of the day, I don't know everything about this situation enough to say anything about it. I think no matter how you cut it, it's all fucked up though. But at the same time, this is specific to this man and what he's got going on. I don't know what. I think we should keep an open mind. I don't think we should just jump to conclusions, because all things can be true. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and one thing, like, in this country, you're guilty to proven innocent. In this country, more than, especially as black men, we are.
That ain't always true.
Okay.
So just not to cut you off, but if you did something, but they know me for hanging with you, I'm guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
how do that make my statement wrong, though, Jay?
Because not you. If you were guilty until proven innocent, right? Like, some people wouldn't be in jail, right? You know what I'm saying?
No. What I'm saying is, until we know the outcome of this, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. That's what it's supposed to be. But for the most part, especially as black men, we are looked at as guilty until proven innocent, is what I'm saying.
You're right.
They're looking at us like we're guilty. So, end of the day, regardless of whatever happens, if it comes out that it's not true, the cases are dropped or whatever, he got to live with that. He got to walk around now until then with people looking at him like thinking that he's responsible.
But listen, can I say something else? And this is going to get real insensitive, and I'm sorry if it is. And maybe the fans or people out there may not like what I have to say, and maybe they're like, hey, I don't want to hear from that guy no more. But I got to say this too. We've got to really start drawing the line on shit as well. Like, okay, there's a such thing as rape. There's a such thing as harassment. There's a such thing as misconduct. Okay, I guess. What the fuck is that? Like, if it's misconduct, meaning that he said some really out the way shit and she didn't like it and he later apologized, why are we hearing about that? Why is that a deal? Like if it was just some out the way shit, and hey, like what's the statute of limitations on someone saying something you don't like? That's when these things get a little weird to me. And I'm sorry, just as like I don't like what did he actually do? I'm very confused. Like, okay, what actually happened? What actually transpired? Like, did you go to the police? Was it like what's really happening here? We have this character assassination more than anything, regardless of how you look at it, whether he did it or not. It's like, what are we really talking about? Because if we're talking about something criminal, why hasn't it been approached that way?
Right.
What the fuck is this about money and shit? Like this shit gets weird to me.
I think I totally agree with you as far as that. Like but the thing is too, I think it's on purpose, whereas though you got something that's put out there with no really specifics to it. So you put sexual misconduct out there, it depends on the person where they mind take them as far as what they think could have happened. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's an on-purpose thing too. You're left to wonder. So if, let's say, he says, "No, what I want to stay in Houston," they might come out and downplay the whole situation. When you don't put all the cards on the table, and you just say sexual misconduct, and then let's say he folds and does what they want them to do. Now, if that's the issue, if that's a situation where as though they're playing it like that, there's no specifics. So what you might think, what all six of us might think, might be six different definitions of what he could have did to lead to these accusations, and I think that's on purpose.
It's 10 cases right
now. No, I heard 22. I heard at least 12. I heard from 12 to 22.
Bro, that means every other fucking day when he wasn't at practice.
But this is at a massage parlor though, right?
That makes it even worse. They kept letting him in the fucking building.
That's another good question.
That shit's insane.
If this continues to happen, why he should be banned from the place. And then I'm not sure how true this is. This is what I've heard, that they only want like 5, like the money that they want ain't even a crazy number. Like I heard the number is real low as far as the number they want, and it's all civil. It's no, we're not in the victim blaming, but I gotta say, like, if somebody did something like that to my sibling or somebody I was close to, a woman, and she brought it to me, why wouldn't you, if that was to happen to them, I would want something to happen that's more than civil, financial. You would want something to happen as far as the police, so maybe another person doesn't go through this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
think part of the problem is the lack of details, the seemingly lack of transparency, and the seemingly not so coincidental timing of this all. So let's put a little spotlight on the other parties here, right? The Houston Texans, the owner who died is the guy who said during the Kaepernick issues about letting the inmates run the prison. Okay. Right. That was the owner that died. And then his son, as I understand it, is the current owner, operator, or that situation. So we're talking about a familial undertone, right? Let's keep it funky, right? And we only got to push it so far. He was that kind. He was one of those 2 or 3 or 4 owners that was rather outspoken on the other end about the Kaepernick situation. So that's the bloodline that you're dealing with, the Texas ownership. Mighty coincidental. I'm not giving Deshaun Watson a pass, although we should. The sad part is we should be giving Deshaun Watson a pass. And the only reason we're not is because we keep hearing numbers and numbers and numbers every other day. Pure coincidence? What are their names? What are their faces? Why isn't he arrested? Why not stop it the third time?
The lawyer lives a couple doors down.
The lawyer lives in the neighborhood of the owner. I saw a 2-minute clip or so of this. The lawyer had the nerve to wax poetically about, I don't even follow the Texans. They're not even my team, he says. Right? To like imply that there was he just so happenstance to live next to that.
And there's no way you live in Houston and not know that there's something going on with that football team at Deshaun Watson. So don't act like you don't know. There's some I don't care if you're not a sports fan living in that city, unless you're not paying attention at all. There's no way. What you think, Juice? I don't think there's no way you cannot know that there's something going on with him in the team.
I'm gonna say it like this. That's Tony Busby. I ain't gonna elaborate more than just he's a rich dude. He's a rich guy. He lives in a rich neighborhood.
You talking about
So
the lawyer,
yeah,
right?
he's gonna live in the same neighborhood with the Texans owner. And yeah, he's
Hey,
bullshitting.
Juice.
He's much so bullshitting when he says he doesn't know who the Texans are. Like,
Hey,
yeah,
Juice.
he does. Of course he
Hey,
knows who they are.
Juice.
Of course he knows what's up. What's up?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he the same one that had like the chick come over his house and like destroy some Andy Warhols or some shit like that on like a cocaine
I
binge
don't
or
I
some shit
don't
like that?
I
Allegedly.
don't know the specifics on that. I do know that there was like a burglary of some shit he had of his home. I think it was like some watches or something. Like, it was real crazy. Like, he had a real crazy situation. He's a very eccentric guy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know him around town. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I will say this about him though. He does win shit. So that's where everybody here is like, this is kind of, you know what I'm saying, interesting, because yeah, he may know the Texas owner. He may be bullshitting, but you know, he don't be losing no cases. So it's like, what's up with that? You feel me?
Who hired the private investigator to find all these women?
The Texans owner.
Oh,
I
okay.
I don't know. I definitely
I
think
said it.
that's
I ain't
strange,
from
cool.
Houston. You ain't gotta say it, Juice. I'm from Baltimore. Fuck out of here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody, right?
Like, what we gonna get on this motherfucker? Somebody got to find something. That's what it feel like to me.
But
And on,
that just says something more.
and on the low end, apparently there were simple communications like, "Hey, do you feel all okay massaging the groin or the buttocks area?" Right? Like, on the low end, those were some of the things according to ESPN that were part of one of the 22 might have been like, "Hey, you okay?" You know, with some massaging the buttocks area, right? So it's even some of the announcers that are former players, like, man, that's part of a massage,
Right.
right? I expect Michael Smith expects certain areas massage if I'm paying for a full body massage, including my butt, if I'm keeping it funky,
Right.
right? So I don't, again, not whatever. I don't know the details. I'm waiting for it, but we definitely live in a society where we leap, like, it's a big leap. The sad part is, like Drew said, all things can be true, because the Aaron Hernandez thing, and how kind of he hid his whole double life. I guess some people got a triple closet or a fourth closet or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, the
But
timing knows.
that says a lot about the establishment, right? So if the girl says, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable," or "He made me rub this," but it was like, "All right, we're gonna have him come back here. We're gonna get his money," and then at the right time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if one of your staff members are coming to you and saying that they don't feel comfortable being around this person, or he made me do something weird, then why are you still letting them in multiple times? Like,
It
this is
damn sure shouldn't get to 10, 12, 22.
exactly after 1 to 2. Like, hey, they don't feel comfortable. Let's find you a new place. This is not, I don't know. Maybe he need to go to the same place as Robert Kraft went. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I guess we'll see how this all plays out as far as Deshaun, man. I guess we'll see how this. I don't even, I hope it's not true, and then I don't want to make nobody seem like they lying either. So I'm just gonna hope it all works out in the positive and nobody gets hurt. Or anybody else got anything else? Anything else on that?
Yeah, we don't want to be too prophetic on this one.
Oh yeah, true. At all. So
Leave that one alone, bro.
anybody got on this? Well, for me it started, and I'm not sure, but I've been hearing as of like the last hour or so, and I know I'm lead on this one with the Asian situation as far as the massage parlor. Then I started hearing like all across the country, there's been killings of Asians. Like there's this Asian hate thing going on. Is anybody familiar with this?
When I saw the video, I mean, I heard about the shooting, then that was it, and then now it's like Asian hate. I didn't know it was a such thing. I mean,
like I heard something about it being murders all over the country.
Would you like the truth on the matter?
Yes.
This is not a black issue. This is the issue that the white supremacists have created that they need to deal with. When we had to watch videos of us being beat out of Asian establishments, we look at the hair care industry that is mainly dominated by Asians that sell to black people. Hey, we've supported them in the best ways possible. We've always gone to their nail salons. We've always paid them. We have funded their whole movement. We owe them nothing at this point. What the fuck are we talking about? We don't owe them anything. No, it's not right. No, it shouldn't happen. No, we're not even those type of people. So I'm gonna need like, yo, black people. Hey, we've been the slaves. We've survived Jim Crow. We survived crack. We survived AIDS. What the fuck do y'all want us to do? We're gonna keep living. We're gonna keep shining. We're gonna keep surviving. We found a way to do it. We're gonna need you to do the fucking same thing. Okay, that's what I gotta say on it.
We surviving killing in the streets currently. We surviving digital lynchings that happen. When people don't like your opinion. You Juice, you're absolutely right. I don't know how the people get shot up in Atlanta. Rest in peace. You don't want to sound insensitive to whatever's going on in the Asian community wherever it's happening. But how does the dude shoot up the Asian people that died, and then they talk about black people? Hey, black people, we need to wait a minute. They need to get the white people that's collective and figure out why their community shooting at the Asian people on that. This is not like some collective. We still getting shot in the street. Like you can't be like Breonna Taylor anniversary was a couple weeks ago, the death of her anniversary, and you ask somebody that's in that, and they probably don't know what you're talking about. No, This is not finna work like that, and this is not about to work like that. I'm sorry. Y'all don't even know what
y'all
you want
better learn
do.
how to sing and dance like we did.
Y'all better learn how to march. I want to see y'all marches, y'all protesters. We'll see where that's at. Where the flyers at. I don't know what you want everybody.
I got hashtags out there, man, and I have a lot of Asian friends, man, that I consider family. It's fucked up, right? That it happened, right? Because I'm just a peaceful person in general. Like, leave everybody the fuck alone, and we'll be better off, right? Whether it was a part of the hate speech that our ex-president was going on, or a battery was put into some motherfuckers' backs based on, things that are being said or not being said. Let's break it down a level. The sheriff that was motherfucking investigating the whole joint had T-shirts that was fucking racist on, that he was selling. Right? So I'm not oblivious to the racism that happens at every level. And the people that we elect, the people that we hire, the people that we basically pay to serve and protect are also racist. That's not a news fucking flash. It's not. Right? You know what I'm saying? There are racists in every level of society. Homeless racists, rich racists, and everything in fucking between. Right? You're not black racists, white racists, Asian racists, right? You know what I'm saying? Colorism is still a thing. Socialism is still a thing. It don't fucking matter, yo.
How you demented and remember how to be racist to somebody like patience and stuff. You like,
I got a neighbor that's racist. Like, true facts.
So
like,
what?
Right next to me.
I got neighbors right now that refuse to speak to me.
Do you?
Yeah.
But like the thing to me is too, like, damn, I forgot my thought. My bad, I forgot my thought.
I speak because that's where I'm at. But outside, after that, I won't even goddamn piss on you, and I hope it's a puddle coming down the hill because I'm gonna goddamn hit it.
Right.
Yo, here's the deal.
You laughing at cool
because he know the vibes.
Right down the hill.
Iceberg really was cooking without saying nothing for like a minute. If you got a YouTube this,
I got it. I'm on it.
They're gonna have to take
right before Flush lost his train of thought. That shit is gold.
They're gonna have to take their issues to the man the way we did. And it's like everybody wants to get up under the umbrella of the black cause because we fought. But nigga, this is a 500-year fight. What the fuck is we talking about? Y'all can't just come get up under this umbrella. And black people have gotten into a place where we've had so much upward mobility that our paradigm is shifting. People are seeing that. So it's like, oh, how do we run up under you? No, you've done that. You've done that already. So like you have to do what we did. You have to take that to them because you'll find out that motherfucking man right there, that racist motherfucker that you want to fight against, he's pretty deep. That shit runs pretty deep. You're gonna have to go to jail, you're gonna have to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better go, y'all need to study our struggle. Y'all out here crying and shit on TV. I don't want to laugh because it ain't, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's funny to me. Yeah, it's funny to me because you know what? We've been there, done that, bro. We had to watch videos of dogs getting sicked on us and hanging. Like, bro, what are we talking about? I understand that shit is happening. I don't want to be insensitive to that shit, but y'all gotta understand. Y'all better go study our struggle and see who we had to go against. That's what you're gonna have to do. That's exactly. And guess what? We're still fighting.
Especially with an all Democratic, all liberal, all Democratic, you know, junk going on. Like, I mean, I don't know how you put this at our feet at all.
It's the white privilege. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, we don't want to be, and I'm speaking for, I think I'm speaking for everybody. We don't want to be because we went through something. I'm not really with it being a thing where as though, oh, well, you've been through that, so deal with it because we've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be sensitive to the fact that people are going through things and things are wrong. You know, dumb people went to work to go do their job, and some racist white guy decided that he wanted to be on some type of time because he feel like this is his country and his land and all that other goofy bullshit they be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel what you're saying. Just we've been through a lot of shit, but I feel like you know, I don't want it to be a thing where as though we don't wish nothing on nobody. You know, just because we went through something don't mean we want to see somebody else go through something and be like, deal with it. And maybe we do need to be the people to reach out because we've been through it. If you've been
but see,
no, we don't. What are white people doing? What are white people doing? Like, what?
Listen,
wait. What do you expect white people to do about this Asian problem? Now nobody asked. I'm asking. Right, because now yes, we're empathetic. We have a bleeding heart. Right. Nobody wants them to go get shot up. We go patronize. I bet you it was black people in these shops. It wasn't just Asian people in those shops. I bet you it was black folks patronizing some of these places, unless they were unwanted in an Asian, a little China somewhere, which is possible too in America. So what are we talking about? You do not want more from us than you want from white folks. At this point, with regards to this, black people stop harming Asian people. That's, you know, in general terms, you got bad apples everywhere. So if you get a black person harming an Asian person, it's not because it's a collective thought amongst black people like we don't fuck with Asian folks. That's the exact opposite. We mess with them every day, and somebody probably has patronized one of their families in the last week or so. Come on, man. What are white people doing? Ask them first and then ask us second.
I'm not saying
I want to hear the answer first. And then
I'm not saying
but it's out there, bro. Commercials started being out there. The hashtag, I can get with a hashtag, but what's my passion? What's my passion first? And so you're not expecting me to co-opt your issue and put it above mine.
Right.
Stop killing us in the street is 100 episodes ago. Right. So if we talking that, what is the Justice Department doing about this new Asian issue? You know, put it at somebody else's feet. We're not finna
be black ass ain't above baby.
Listen, I'm not saying we got the answers or we hear this or we should solve their problems. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is, you know, I'm not like, oh, well, they got to deal with it either. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I got the answers or I'm willing to go help or get anything like that. It's sad and it's fucked up. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want it to be like we don't care. Y'all, we did this and just because we've been through some fucked up shit don't mean I wish it on nobody else. If I go to a spot and they are negative towards me, that don't mean I want somebody to go in there and they shoot them up and I'd be like, you know what? That's what they get because that energy I'm getting too grown to be that way. You get what I'm saying? Even if younger, I hope I wasn't that way younger, but at the age of 39 years old, even if you do me wrong, that don't mean I want something wrong done to you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at with it. I get what y'all saying.
That's the thing, but that is their fight. Is the more of the story.
True. I think I understand ultimately where your compassion is at the forefront. But the elephant in the room in all of this is that traditionally the Asian community aligns themselves with white
Yes.
folks.
Yeah.
So you know, to go out on a limb and say, oh, you know what, we gonna hold them down. Yes, like, you know what I mean, compassionately, yes, like Cool said, a bleeding heart. However, at the forefront is their traditionally their alliance to you know, for lack of a better word, like the white folk, right? And I have a friend like who's East Asian who specifically we had a conversation. He said, "Yo, how we were taught was that, you know, like the white man was that's the apex. This is what they were taught from their own culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to say like, you know, I'm not saying I'm not compassionate because those women did not deserve to die. Like, you know, they was just going to work, bro.
Nobody
Like, that's just wild.
deserves to die
You know what I'm
in
saying?
a way where they had nothing to
It ain't-
do or wasn't
it ain't
doing
nothing
anything
natural, right.
wrong. That
Yeah,
right,
but
exactly.
where
I'm not gonna say
was-
nobody deserves to die because somebody do something
where-
to y'all, they probably
where-
deserve to die. And
Right.
The name escapes me, right? But where was the Asian community in defense of in LA years ago when we were younger? And that
Yeah.
12, 13-year-old girl
Yup.
got her head blown off for
In the back of the head. In the
Tamika,
back of
right?
the
For
head.
juice.
Shot
For
in the
a
back of
juice.
shot in the back of the head.
For a
OJ.
juice, cool. And that lady,
She got off.
And
She got off.
that lady got off. Like
The lady
you know what
was
I'm saying?
Asian and the girl was black. Let's
Right.
be
Yeah.
specific. No, I mean, no victim blaming, no struggle, no. Our struggle,
No,
our
none at
struggle
all.
is better than yours. None of that. It's just it is with outrage. Without you have been allowed to and afforded the opportunity to be apolitical, right? Nobody, no big large crowds of Asian folks dancing with picket signs throughout. We don't see that on throughout the lexicon of politics over the last 30, 40 years, right? The same way we see us stinging in the streets, or us twerking in front of goddamn police lines like that shit about to get something started. We're not about to do that. I mean, we're not about to do that.
Well, rest in peace to them people, and you know, I think we should leave it right.
Peace.
I think we should leave that right there. Where is that? What y'all think, fellas?
Yeah.
All
It
right.
ain't
So,
going. I mean, you know, even that death, like you'll see the propaganda with regards to like the age and hashtag to them. Nobody wants insensitive. I don't want people committing senseless violence against me too. But yeah, that's not a large scale thing about blacks and some underlying hate against Asian people. It's just not a thing. We are lovers. We are by nature a loving people. It's part of our problem.
okay. Okay.
The
okay,
biggest
cool.
part of our problem.
Okay, cool. I don't know which one of my brothers brought this to our attention, but I found this. You know, we don't got to stay on it long, but I feel like it needs to be said because I don't know if too many people know this fact that the United Negro College Fund elects its first ever African American chair of the board in its near 77-year history.
I said that.
Right. I mean, it was. I was shocked. I was shocked to read that.
The funny part about that, real quick, was his laugh. Where he just laughed at that shit. That's like cool. That's where he got that creepy laugh. He was like,
no, it's and I said like I think I said I didn't want to sit here long, but it's just another one of those things, man, where the longer, especially being of a generation of living during a period of time with technology and the efficiency and you know how proficient you can be if you so choose to learn. Like so, this is knowledge I didn't know. And we've been seeing, you know, United Negro College Fund, you know, ads since forever. And then somebody like half jokingly, but all truth was like, "Hey, you ever know nobody got a United Negro College Fund scholarship?" And no was my answer in my mind. I didn't say. I was like, "No, I sure haven't." And I'm, you know, I'm gonna take them for face value, whatever the website said when I glanced at it. But like to have the first chair, it's almost laughable. It's like, what? You know, it's like it's one of those things. So just kind of not to get too deep because we understand all that, but just like certain things we think of like Red Cross and the Goodwill, and some of these things aren't even like not for profits or for profits or you know, like it's just crazy how we view stuff. But if you scratch the surface, we sometimes blindly contribute to things or just kind of passively do things without even asking. The recent wave is putting up black meme pages, profiting. Who the Daquan or somebody was the owner of this meme page, all black memes, and the people not even black. People thinking Fashion Nova, for example, is run by black folks. Just that whole, put a thing in front, and now you give us the news like I'm sorry, we're not
like the black
first time black stuff anymore. We're not doing that.
Like the black chick on the Popeyes commercial who acted like she the owner when it's really a white lady who run Popeyes. Like, there's so many different.
We know where the recipes came from, though. Like,
oh, true. White folks don't use no seasonings. Salt and pepper, baby.
That's a wild thing to say.
Look, that's second to whatever fuck you said in the last half an hour.
That was like an old flush. That was like an old flush.
No, right, but no, the shit you said.
And then you started dry snitching. Like my shit wasn't working. What you said.
Like they do the rocket.
No, yo. Juice always gonna no.
Hey, hold on.
I'm tired of the lights. No, the light skin.
Oh, now they're gonna colorism, yo.
The light skin of Juice. Yeah, no, this shit been happening for years.
You want to keep going?
I'm a dick. If I'm gonna dig the hole, I'm out to dig a dick.
Hey, Flush, don't worry. It was a downfall because Iceberg started the dry snitching.
When he dry snitch?
That wasn't
That wasn't
recorded. That didn't even go to the world. And why you gonna bring it up? We had hit because
that's how Jay do, yo. Hey Jay, nice taking the pressure off me, Jay. I appreciate
I got
you,
you, Flush. Got you.
Yo, hell no, my little sins ain't Juice was going in. Like, Juice was like, hey yo, Juice was like, deal with it. Hey yo, Juice was like this, deal with it. Like fuck.
He said he was Harlem shaking with it.
Like fuck that, nigga. What? So, like, no, I'm playing. Yeah, that's crazy.
But so. This United Negro College Fund, since we're here, let me give me 2 minutes to cook on this. Maybe less. Give me 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck? like really? Like for real?
That's interesting though. I don't care. But
I went to college after the fact because the Navy told me I had to. Like, so what? We seen the commercials. I stopped watching PBS. They don't show them on goddamn on Showtime. It's not in between Euphoria. It's not after goddamn on the third commercial break after Snowfall. So guess what? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, college is bullshit anyway. Fuck out of here. They could dissolve it and it wouldn't fucking make a difference. College is bullshit.
Just grow up to run a non-profit. You could become a millionaire.
All right. I think it's important that
teach your kids to fucking build something or goddamn create something.
Real shit. My shout out to my father-in-law, man. He got Lyric starting her own little business at 12 years old. You know what I mean?
Boom.
Shout out to my father-in-law.
Just go to college to make the money to do the things you really want to do.
You could run a checkup on the internet now.
Straight to the fucking money, you would skip all the other bullshit. Like everybody. Like that's it. Skip the bullshit, get to the money. Early. And if we taught out that, we'd be better off. For real.
Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about the college scandal though?
No, I ain't watching it yet. I seen it, but I ain't watching it.
Is it the one with the girl?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a movie.
Documentary series.
Ain't actually a movie?
It's mixed. It's mixed. So what they're doing now, they're going to the style where they're mixing like a documentary and theatrics. So it's kind of like it's like a theatrical documentary, but it's all like factual, like real event. Well,
there real
good?
People involved. It ain't like the Tupac and them joint when they got the fake Tupac.
No, dog.
All right.
Why we gonna watch that shit and talk about that shit on the next
damn it, Juice. That's the homework I need, man. It's just be sitting on documentary.
Put it in
hey, bro.
Documentary. Yeah.
This weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. Y'all can look forward to hearing our thoughts on that one.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Let's jump into this White House situation. So the White House staffers asked to resign or work remotely after revealing past marijuana use. What do that got to do with anything?
Everything.
Okay, give me more, bro. Because I didn't think it.
Marijuana is legal in states. It's not federally legal. The end.
It's a pass.
You're not hearing what I'm saying to you. It's still frowned upon federally. The White House is a federal entity.
Okay.
That's why it's bullshit, and I don't agree. But it's the White House. Hey, bro, I was $230 back child support as a 19-year-old, and I almost got stationed at the White House. And that $230 deaded the whole fucking thing. This is no news. Much to do about nothing. It's the fucking White House. Get too many parking tickets. Your ass ain't gonna work there. Anything that goddamn will bring a frown towards the administration at a lower level, you're out.
I kind of see the play though. I think the play could be though, hey, let's really talk about legalizing this shit because this is ridiculous. Now, if that happens, I mean, great. I hope it happens in this term. But to Rail's point, other than that, what the fuck are we talking about? Because it's not legal federally. They obviously would have to do that.
Okay, I got a bigger question then. Why hasn't this question been asked? Why hasn't this action taken place beforehand?
Precisely.
Why were they even hired in the first place?
Precisely.
So, but how do they get jobs? Obviously, something has happened in between at some point where the people have got
reveal that you
they probably lied.
They
probably lied on the fucking.
So here's the problem, you jobless motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, true.
And everybody don't get a polygraph, JB. It's not a requirement to go to the White House.
Really?
There go JB spitting them facts.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like that would be the fucking given to work at the White House. You got to take a polygraph.
Nope. They do an extensive background check.
But now for if you Secret Service, yes, JB, but not just to work there. No.
Oh, but they're gonna find out what they need to know about you. Trust me.
Well, the thing about marijuana is you got to tell them, motherfucker, you use marijuana. When I joined the Navy, they was like, how many times you use marijuana? Once. What else was you going to do besides where you had a motherfucker who said smokes it every day and got disqualified? Like,
as long as they don't show up and get
your word, right? I signed up. He like, hey man, you got to start smoking weed. Cool. I like, how long? He's like 30 days. I said, bet. And I ain't smoke weed after that until I smoke weed again.
Right. So, yeah, if you ain't got to tell them the truth, don't tell them the truth.
Right. Like it's.
Hey, my recruiter lays me up. Say, hey. They don't know what you don't tell them.
Right.
Oh, true.
They don't know what you don't tell them. Hey,
past injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Don't volunteer no unnecessary shit.
Hey, I ain't even tell them I broke my ankle. Should disqualify you.
Anyone got the corona? I'm at the vaccine shots yet. I'm hearing some stories about people going through a couple. I was
supposed to go get mine the other day, but I forgot. So
there's been some. One guy who come to my job told me the first shot was cool. Then the second shot had him like down for like 2 days. Like he slept for like 30 hours in 2 days. He told me.
Well, I don't understand why aren't they going to the Johnson & Johnson, right? Which was the one shot, right?
They are.
And eventually, but everybody still is getting this 2-shot, right? So Johnson & Johnson has been around for years, right? We've put it on our kids. We've got putting it on us from oils to wipes to anything else.
They also in litigation for fucking cervical cancer, man. Don't get these people no pass,
bro. Just as I
they also in litigation. We also used to put powder on our necks and put it out, and women put it in their thing, and then litigation for cancer, for talc. Don't give none of these people no pass.
Nope.
Right? None of them. Not an entity. Not any level. Question everything. Is it an experiment right now? And we need to normalize asking about the goddamn vaccine, like asking a woman with a belly, is she pregnant? Don't do it.
But
like
I'm
asking who you, like, I don't know, not you, Jay. Asking people who they voted for, all that shit.
Jay, you took it.
No. None of them no pass. None of them no pass.
Yeah, that's real shit though.
They stopped selling stuff in the United States and put it over Africa. It got AIDS in it. Google it. Right? Not Johnson & Johnson, but these big companies that got big names. No. They build the litigation money into the rollout, into the marketing budget. No pass. No pass.
Billions they build into that shit too.
Chef Cool.
Sorry. We probably need to skip past that one because that shit deep.
You know what, cool though, but that's great. That's a great point because they're selling it to us like you have to have this vaccine. You're not cool if you don't. Hey, you're not taking care of yourself if you don't get this vaccine. But it's like, hey, bro, we can't ask about it. We can't get more information. I mean, we know that there's information there, but there still has to be a time and period to experiment and see if this shit, what kind of effects this shit really has. I mean, What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm kind of watching to see how people reacting to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, like I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna get it done, but I'm not in a rush because it's like I want to see how for some shit where everybody turning the motherfucking zombies. Like, no, what? I'm glad I ain't take that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see what happened first.
I don't want to be ignorant, like as a baseline scientist of science that exists. But all I'm saying is we are not blind. We are too smart. We are too in access of technology to just blindly say yes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's another one of them generational curses we trying to break.
You get no free fucking passes. Nope. You can't. We say vaccine, but can you call it a vaccine? Google it. Right? Is it a vaccine unless it get FDA approval as such? Has it gotten FDA approval to be called a vaccine? I'm not villainizing it. Right? I get the science and why somebody with secondary or pre-existing conditions would even need maybe something like that to attenuate or lessen the symptoms of it all. That's really all he's saying. But in the end, why are some people getting 2 doses and getting, what's the name when it's 1 dose out? Why have some people getting delayed? Why is it a thing? Why has it been politicized at this point? Why are you uncool if you don't get it? Come on, man. Something ain't right. Inherently.
Right, because you got commercials with Julius Erving and all them on it talking about how they got the first they're showing the highlights. So they show Julius Erving, his best moves, and they showing all the NBA greats and their best moves, and then they show them getting the shot. Like, what the fuck is going on?
When I heard black music in a get your shot commercial, I was like, oh, here we go. It was like some slick song. I was, that we all know. And it's just like, man, come on, man. You don't think we see this? The regular ones of us,
know the play.
It's right, that's the sad part.
Play
and
all
it's coming.
The time.
Yep.
All right.
Much to do about nothing in the end.
Saddening news: Sean Bradley paralyzed from a bike accident.
Who?
Sean Bradley, the 7'6" boy.
Exactly.
It's sad to hear. It's sad to hear.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Y'all niggas is goddamn. You talk about me?
Bro, are you fucking kidding?
You talking about me?
Flush, we ain't never going. We ain't getting that. We ain't getting that deal, Flush. We don't get
the
Sean Bradley.
The most insensitive episode I've ever been a part of.
He got Mike Jones. He said, "Who?
Get well." Like, damn, bro.
He's paralyzed.
You seen somebody get on him?
Hey, but Flush, that shit happened in January though. Like,
did it? I just came across it.
You know why you just came across it? Because it just came to ain't shit slow news cycle. All right.
Yeah.
He
been paralyzed for months.
No. Hold on. We gotta listen. JB. I mean AJ. We still gotta stat check that. That shit might have happened 2 weeks ago. No, that shit happened in January.
Oh yeah, if it's coming from JB,
Yeah, that shit we gotta double check that shit.
Them shit be late. JB stats be late like stimulus checks. Fuck out of here.
I dunk on both of you niggas.
Your stats still gonna be right. You can dunk all you want to dunk. You still gonna fuck the
crash happened January the 20th. It left Sean Bradley paralyzed.
Yeah.
He's still 1 for 8. He's still 1 for 8. He's still 1 for 8.
I think I ain't shooting like Steph Curry. I think
shooting
like Sean Murray.
His percentage still low than the motherfucker. His percentage.
Hey, Flush. He's shooting like Sean Murray. He think he's shooting like Steph and shit. He got one right.
He gonna shoot 10 more bricks too.
That was a long ass joke, Jake. That was a long ass joke.
Hey yo, y'all ever seen
my bad? Your fault.
You ever see the Mike Evans Drake? He said when a nigga hit a jump shot, he been breaking on. I hit one jump shot. Now he playing defense. Come on, everybody, get back. Nigga be hyping shit up.
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it.
For real.
Wait till y'all done.
Yo, you do got that one homeboy like, yo, let this nigga shoot so he can start playing defense because that nigga get frustrated. He all out the game. Like, oh man, we need him to get off. If he don't get off early, he ain't there no more mentally. This nigga somewhere else. Is Kanye West worth $6 billion, man, or not? I'm hearing he's worth $6 billion. Now I'm hearing he's worth $1.6 billion.
I think with his assets, he's worth that, but I don't think.
No, his assets don't equal to $1 billion. But if you go to his true value, then yeah. But
what detects his true value?
his true value. He's a fucking billionaire. Like if like I'm talking about not quantifiable, like you can't like I'm talking about like not hard quantifiable value. No, he's not a billionaire.
Did you look this up?
They really don't want a
Yes.
nigga to be a billionaire.
He's shooting
so
again.
bad.
I told you. Come down gunning.
And I'm just telling y'all.
He hit one shot.
So let
It's like,
no.
no.
All right.
They really just don't want a nigga to be a billionaire. I mean, like it's
No.
like,
I heard 6 billion. Then I'm not hearing.
But I've
nothing.
never heard this much discrepancy over somebody being. It's like they do not want this dude to be a billionaire. Is he like what's going on?
They said 1.6, but it
I
went
don't
from
want him
6
to be a
million to
billionaire. I'll
1.6.
say that shit juice.
I don't care.
That
What
nigga's dumb.
What do that? Hold on. What do that got to do with
That
every
sound
day?
like a little hatish. That sound
Yeah,
like a little
every day.
hatish.
What I got to do?
Okay?
Don't Kanye money don't got nothing to do with that. I'm still gonna have to get up when I got to get up tomorrow morning. Whether he got
Good for you, Kanye. They
1
tried to
billion.
say you wasn't shit, and they said you was
I'm
crazy.
here for
Hey,
it.
and
he
you
can
said
still
some
not be
crazy
shit with
shit,
1.6.
but you're a billionaire,
Right.
and I'm happy.
He can still
all
not be
things
shit
can
with
be-
1.6 million.
All things can
Thank you.
things can be true. All things
Right.
can be true. Like
He cannot be
but
shit.
like
And
that's inspiring, man.
Bring back the old Kanye, then I'll start like.
And he
fuck.
bipolar.
Listen, man, that's inspiring. Listen,
What the fuck
we
is
got
bipolar got to do with it? I
we
got
a
PTSD. Does that mean I'd be
we
a
got-
billionaire? Fuck you talking about?
maybe
G?
Yes,
if you
you can
believe
be a
it,
billionaire.
if you believe it,
you gotta
if
be
you
able to
believe
spell first, Jay.
Calm down, R. Kelly. Goddamn, I believe it. Now I achieve it. I'm going to do it. Goddamn.
Ho. That ain't even funny.
well, you just said that though. That made it funny. Cool. It wasn't funny at first. Look,
Nobody play with no R. Kelly.
look, he did say, you better stop fucking with Cool. Hey, Cool. Jay said that shit. Cool.
But no, like just
I'm snitching again.
This how I always think about it, man. Like, all right, so there's a period where even myself ain't rocking with Kanye West and the whole slavery and the whole Trump thing, right? But I also am wise enough to separate that part of his life from the totality of the individual. Right. And when we look at a dude that had his jaw wired, and I remember seeing him in 2001-ish on the TV with a polo and regular stuff and rapping this inspiration about who he wanted to be, right? And who he wanted to become. And then fast forward 20 years later, he is that. 3 years ago, he was broke, remember? Right? From bad decisions. Fast forward. And then this the inspiration, man. We all got the genius in us. That he talking about. 50 Cent is a genius, Kanye West is a genius, Rick Ross. These dudes is geniuses being from like regular ass places or regular ass trappings and turning themselves into something. So I think maybe what JB might be talking about is a difference between might be what might be in his bank account, but the valuation of what he may be worth. I guess they're going by projected things, and these fucking Yeezys just selling out like more than any CDs ever sold out. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit, when they value in this Gap deal, I'm only paying attention because it's now attached to this, mystical, maybe a billion, maybe not. I'm going to look at the clothes, right? And whether we patronize it or not, that shit is going to be bought and sold probably on the secondary market. This dude then helped create a whole nother industry with this secondary market, and we say he fucking crazy.
And all the prices going to stay the same, right? All the prices.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, but like, I'm just saying, like, I'd look at it outside of that part of him, like in the selfish part of wanting him to create better music and shit. Like, I look at the totality of an individual who proclaimed himself to be like pretty much the hip hop Steve Jobs, and that's what the fuck he's been coming. And he only this age, and he got another 20 years of this part of his life to go. All he got to do is stay alive, man. You crazy.
On another note, though, the Gap don't make clothes for big niggas, so I don't know about that.
That's where the hate came from. Hey, Yay.
Jay, today get no 3X here?
Put him in a 3X, Yay. Put him 3X for when you come out in 3X.
They make clothes. They make clothes for your real height. You told us you were 6'2".
I ain't said nothing on there 6'2". Oh, here he go his stats.
Yeah.
No. Forget.
We got.
You talking about stats? Nah. Hold up. You talking about stats? You told us you was 6'1".
Hey, no,
I can see your real life. Hey, Flush, what did he say, Flush?
I don't know. He said. I think he said 6. I know at least he said 6 feet. He ain't Jay like 6. I'm at 5.
He's 5'9.5".
Ain't no damn 5'9".
You ain't know, Jay. I'm 5'10". I'm taller than you.
You weren't taller than me.
Yes, I am.
He was.
That was your shoes you had on.
Nigga, I had on ones. What the fuck is you talking about?
One's got some depth to them.
No, they don't. It's like I'm walking around barefoot around this motherfucker.
Nigga, I had Hirachis on. Fuck out of here.
And your shit's higher than my Hirachis is probably higher than ones is as far as height. So you really 5'6". See, I was trying to see.
Hey yo, y'all funny.
So my bad, y'all.
So is Kanye West a billionaire that we decide?
I think he's a billionaire.
No, I believe he's a
I
billionaire.
believe he's a billionaire.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't.
Who don't? JB, why not?
JB. That's interesting.
Well, if you read the Forbes article, it was just all based on projections, like kind of like
I
the
thought
same way
I
they
thought
did.
that was the $6 for the $6 billion. I thought.
Nah, that was the billion. Like
No, they said he's not worth 6. They is worth 1.
That was the projections, right?
Yeah, projections was 6.3, I believe, and what they came up with was 1.6.
Right.
Yeah, they're not ready to give him that title to say he's worth that much. I digress.
Hey, I think it's dope if he's designing clothes, not them clothes that he was with the holes in it and stuff that he was doing before. I'm talking about the old Kanye, how he used to wear his polo and shit. If he doing that to Gap clothes and making it fly like that, and keeping it the same price, that's definitely dope.
It ain't for you, bro.
Sell.
He going to goddamn keep going with the bum wear.
No, listen, they don't got my size neither. I'm just saying, like, for the kids.
Right.
Being worn anyway.
For the kids is what the point is.
So you think the Gap stuff gonna be like that, or it's gonna be more like a polo?
No,
I think it's gonna
he's
be...
not going back to that. He would have stayed there if he was going back to that. What are you talking about?
It's the Gap though.
You missed the old. That means nothing.
Okay, I
bet you Kanye West got full creative control. I bet you that.
I believe he does. I bet
he
might be doing something that's neither one of the what we talking about.
And that's the whole point. Do you know we talk about we control the cool. They late to the party. Why didn't Adidas give Run DMC the fucking keys to the kingdom in the 80s? They fucked it up. That was a bad move. Right, move. So now they are just understanding. Partner with these dudes and get them in the room. Paper planes, right? They just understand marathon. They just creative director of Puma. They just kind of getting it in the last like 10 years. You should have been. That's what Kanye beef was. Why the fuck did Nike just give him a building over there and say, go do what the fuck you gonna do? And we'll figure out the numbers. Transparency. Transparent, because you don't create, like, who cooler than Kanye in the room?
Can I ask
creatively?
Can I ask a question? Without knowing their Yeezys, without them being known as Yeezys, you see them. Just seeing them, not knowing they come from Kanye, do that make you want them? Or does the fact...
Which ones?
Is it certain ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so a certain one that you feel like no matter what you would want, I think to certain people, and you might be somebody who just looks at things and want them just because of how they look. But I think some people like him because his name is on it. You get what I'm saying? I believe that.
Yes. Nah, dog. But he's created an entire fucking style behind the pattern that he's created.
Right, but there's some people that like it because they like how it looked, and there's some people who just like things because of the name. Perfect example. My Bria was like in this phase where she wanted Jordans, but she like, well, this is my choice. You want Jordans? Which ones you want? Oh, I don't know. You just want Jordans because of the name. You don't know. You're not telling me, oh, I like the 10s, or I like the 4s, or these are the ones I like.
That's kind of the point, though.
That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Why do we know Ciroc? Why do we know Ciroc?
Because we know Ciroc. Right. That's what I'm saying. So
Ciroc existed before Diddy was on board. We knew F and Vodka was for 50, and then we don't. We don't even fuck with it no more. He on to something else. Right, we knew Chris. Like, so that's the point. You're absolutely right, Flush. That's the point, though. It's whatever percentage out of my thin air bipolar ass mind named Kanye. That's a percentage. It's also a percentage is I could say this shit on a slick ass beat and put somebody on Travis Scott on there, and we selling these bitches out, and we put it digitally and do whatever, blah blah blah. The blueprint is made for all of this shit.
Iceberg existed before Jay-Z said it.
Come on,
Motorola two-way paged me. They goddamn saw 1,000% in goddamn sales.
Let's not forget Jay-Z single-handedly shut down Cristal.
Come
It's
on.
called branding. If your brand is strong, you can last a lifetime. That's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to do. It's just like Johnson and Johnson we were talking about. It's just like all these fucking companies that been out since the 1700s that
Bro.
robbed us blind. We made them rich. Now we
Bro, I'm
own
gonna
our
tell
own
y'all some shit
intellectual
y'all gotta
property.
watch to
We're
fuck
getting
y'all
rich
heads
off
up
that.
since we here.
What's up?
What?
Oh,
The Food That Built America is a series that's on on the History Channel. That shit is wild. And as a chef, like everybody here would appreciate it. Like the it's like the wild motherfucking west of how all this shit got started. It's beautiful. If you've ever seen the show How America Was Built, and it talks about J.P. Morgan Chase, and it talks about John D. Rockefeller with the oil and the U.S. Steel and all that stuff during the Industrial Revolution, and how all these motherfuckers got rich. When you talk about the food, Milton Hershey, you know what I'm saying? C.W. Post, all that shit is legit. So if y'all get a chance to watch one episode, you probably gonna get hooked. I got stuck. I was supposed to do some shit, and I was like this. Don't call me, dog. I'm busy.
And you see the effect we having on shit. You got, and we talked about it when it happened, but Travis Scott, we never seen he had his own kind of meal, didn't he? Like, and then they did it with who else after that? Was it Cardi they did something with after that, or they really plugged in?
Jay Belvin did something. Yeah, I believe.
Right. So I mean, like, it's going to levels that we never even seen before. Where you talking about?
Well, they know that they take a chance to get this money.
Right.
It was a clip of Lil Yachty on one of them, and they was talking about. I couldn't even name all of the branding deals he did, and he was just like Target, Coke, and he named like rattled off 7 big names, right? So they just again they record company O&R is dying and dead. So it's just the inspirational piece, just us talking, man, creating whatever we create out of thin air. You know what I mean? Has the ability to stretch and be and become something, even if it's 20 years from now. That's inspirational. And like I say, I think another thing is to diversify yourself, to diversify your intellectual property outside of, like, say, music, where a lot of the greats have been mysteriously offed. We'll just say it like that. Have mysteriously ended their demise is a positive thing. So if you got a billion, but they're looking at you as 6 billion because you've diversified. It ain't just music. That means you worth something to somebody, right? They might want to just keep you alive because Kanye West, respectively, something happened to him. The creation of the Yeezy, the same, whatever the fuck his mind see colors and hear beats and music is going into the production of that shoe. No matter what you think it look like aesthetically, then he got the brand attached to it, right? They increase their chances of living a long life. Because now you got other things tied to it. So multiple entities have invested interest, a literal vested interest in seeing him thrive. If we're being honest, Drake, start diversifying your stuff, figure it out.
Hold up, I ain't trying to stunt, man, but the Yeezys jumped over the jump, man.
Yep.
Yeah. And speaking in that same line, LeBron buying part of the Red Sox.
Yep.
And it's something to be said about the fact that, like, I've never seen an athlete while they're still playing do so much. Like, the stuff that he's doing while currently in the league, and I think it has to be a lot said about his support system and the people he got around him, because I'm sure as much as he trains, he has to trust a lot of people to, I'm pretty sure he's not in on every single meeting, or I don't think there's enough time in a day for him to do that and be as, focused on his body and in his current career as he is. So, but it's just, man, we've never even seen somebody currently playing in the sport buy into another. Like, that shit is crazy. But this is Hove versus. We seeing this shit. We watching this shit before our eyes just happen. I see you, cool. I see you cheesing this shit. Yeah, we seeing this shit happen right before our motherfucking eyes. Like,
how many teams he owns now, or at least have ownership in?
It's something other than it was something
soccer joint. That's a good
Wasn't
point.
He had the soccer joint too.
He got the soccer joint, and
right?
he got
the WNBA team and all.
He got the Atlanta Dream.
Right. Yeah, that just happened not too long ago.
My man doing it. And then I think he did it with his childhood friend too.
Yeah.
They playing with life, man. Again, more inspiration, man. Shout out to Rick Ross and that lemon pepper bar when freestyle ball, when they say trying to buy the Braves, it's a real like 0.5 second bar. You know he ain't got the money to buy the Braves right now, but speak that shit into existence, man. Like yeah. Yup.
And LeBron not carrying them guys. Like, so don't. That's not. We know this, but let the world know these ain't guys that he bring. Like, these ain't his flunky. These are guys that he put on. I think he put. He put them in a little place, but they worked and made these things happen. What's my man name? Rich Paul. What's his name? Rich Paul is Rich Paul because of him, not because of LeBron. And I hate when I hear these older white people be like, "Oh, LeBron did." No, that's Rich Paul doing that. That's Rich Paul making these moves and doing. Oh,
he put Maverick Carter on.
He put both of them on. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just reading it. I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah, well, them, you catch them three together like all day. But Bron making big moves, man. Of course, continuous.
Yeah, hope he get better soon too. Speaking of that,
yeah, that shit looked a little crazy too. I ain't that fall on the leg joint. Look, come on, man, and that's fucking bum ass.
Solomon Hill.
Yeah, looking like a whole weirdo boy with that fro. Yeah, like that shit was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. The way he fell on his knee looked crazy. I mean, he only gonna be out 4 weeks, which is, I mean, I say only, but
I would say
it could be worse. It could be the season.
Make it 6.
Shit. Melo out too. Like
Melo got hurt.
Yeah.
They say he out for the.
But you know what it is? Oh, you talking about LaMelo? LaMelo. Oh, I just talking about Melo, like Melo.
No, not Holy Melo. Melo.
That's but see, I think this rushing to get back to the season shit. With LeBron and AD getting hurt, them injuries could have happened. But 70 days, we've never seen this short of a turnaround, and it's all money. But end of the day, if and me being a Laker fan, but regardless of whatever, y'all want them to be healthy for this playoff run. And if they not win, lose, or draw, that's gonna be your loss as far as the NBA. But y'all made this short turnaround thing happen. So hopefully KD will be coming back. So we Embiid down, just like playoffs ain't the playoffs if everybody the fuck hurt.
True.
Yeah, but did y'all catch out the verses? Y'all check out the verses?
Yeah, no. For the most part, I did.
I didn't get a chance to. JB, where you at?
I was at the concert.
I was listening to it because I was still working. I caught myself when I did peek at it. And it was rhyming criminology. It took me back to when the first time I heard the Purple Tape.
So did it feel more like a concert than a versus type thing? Was it more
like a concert?
Was it different as far as because like I said, I was out, but was it like Apple had it or was it something different? Were they in the same room or?
Yep, same room.
Yeah,
same room. They just did it via Triller and not on Apple's. But I watched it on Instagram. I was getting dressed to head out with my folks, and
the most fascinating thing is I don't think Ghostface or Raekwon understand who they were or are to the culture with those albums. In my opinion, it just felt like they were just fans of themselves and fans of the work, but they really I don't think they know how big they was at that time, especially with Only Built for Cuban Links. So I don't think they understand that.
Niggas really had died wallabies. Niggas really bought clogs and
what's his name? Put him on too. Ghostface put him on the blue and cream. He's like, so you get the cream joints, right? So you get the blue dye. They dye the joints like blue and cream.
Niggas really had to dye and tape and was taping their shoes and all that.
Yeah, so, it was legit, yo.
They made a couple announcements as far as versus. They doing Redman versus Method Man.
I like it.
I like
which
that.
Which is going to be more like a concert as well.
I'm gonna like the next one after that.
It might be smoky as hell in there. You might not be able to see nobody.
The next one after that.
The Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind & Fire.
That's before.
Ooh,
it's before
that one.
The Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind & Fire is Easter Sunday, April the 4th.
Dope.
Redman and Meth is on 420. It's the How High special.
The Isley Brothers don't have a fucking chance. Why are they doing that?
You said who don't have a chance?
Thank you, Juice. Thank you,
the
Juice.
Isley Brothers do not stand a fucking chance against Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Are we looking at it like a competition?
Yes,
but
for them.
It's gonna feel
yeah.
good. It's
Nah. This red
Hey,
and
Juice.
this red and meth shit, and then this Ghost and Raekwon shit. That's a celebration. Them
Yeah.
group of motherfuckers. Oh, you got to go.
So
They
You
got to
think
go.
so?
I will say that, like,
Oh,
I don't think it's a competition between Earth, Wind, and Fire and Ozzy Brothers. But however, I think the Ozzy Brothers has had more home runs than they do like just overall bodies of work that's going to be equivalent to Earth, Wind, and Fire. In my opinion.
So,
Yeah,
so
I
you
don't know.
think that they have? So you think
For
that
the
they
love of
have
you.
more home runs than they're winning fire?
Yes.
What did they come out
Oh,
like?
I can't
Okay.
wait.
Yes.
Juice, I'm
Can
with
they-
you.
Yes.
I'm with JB though. For the love of you, between the sheets and shit.
Can they use "This Is Mr.
How
D"?
could you
How
leave?
you
Yes.
doing, Mr.
Yep.
Y'all
Can they use
tripping,
that?
Yep.
bro.
You're gonna use that. Yeah, you're gonna use that.
Kelly telling me.
Yeah.
That
Oh
might be-
yeah.
They might even bring Caravan of Love out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's one of the brothers.
Didn't
Man,
EWF
that
do
ain't-
Boogie Nights?
Caravan
They
of
did
Love
Boogie
don't get
Nights too,
shit
right?
in the Earth, Wind, and Fire fucking catalog.
You crazy, Juice. You crazy.
Between the sheets, bruh.
Mr. Big about to come out.
Like Earth, Wind, and Fire catalog.
Oh, you know he coming out with a
all
cane.
cell
He
phones
coming out with a
and
cane and a
shit
fur on. You know
And
that.
a mink. You know he gonna say he gonna have that mink with him.
Mink on
He
the
gonna have that
side.
mink with him.
Earth, Wind, and Fire songs is using like cell phone commercials, car commercials. We might be bopping a little. That's gonna be a real good.
Now, don't get it fucked
He
up.
can bring.
The Ozzy Brothers have been making hits for goddamn 50 plus years. Like he has a lot of it. He has. I'm not saying that, but if we're just talking about, if we're talking about classic, like that's always gonna be there. It's Earth, Wind, and Fire, bro.
Shining Star, Let's Groove.
Right.
Let's
Back
do
then,
it tonight.
they call it NBA jump.
Oh, yo, that's that shit right
Okay,
there, bro.
but how many
Shining Star?
how many songs they got better than Footsteps in the Dark? That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Every goddamn song he just named.
That was a pretty good Iceberg singing.
look, I'm gonna tell you.
No, listen, I was going, hey, cool. I let him rock, cool. I was like,
That was pretty good.
he been rapping a little bit. I'm like, he about to sing. I can feel it coming.
Hey,
Can't hide love. Can't hide love.
It's gonna be a very
But I bet
eventful night.
Yeah, that's that
Somebody-
shit too.
and somebody
bro,
gonna
that's
get
Can't
pregnant.
Hide Love can rival that song, bro.
Man, it's gonna be
But I bet you.
right.
Yeah.
Come on, dog,
Devotion,
you tripping.
love,
Some-
devotion.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
Come on.
getting
Yeah.
pregnant on that Sunday.
Blessed all the children.
Yo, you might see.
Kanye and Drake remix that joint.
Right.
They might do the
hard on
They might do
Glow.
the best numbers. They're gonna be high up there as far as best numbers because everybody from young to
But
old.
let me tell you what my
you know
niece
how they-
told me. She was like, yo. Matter of fact, it wasn't my niece. It was god daggone my little cousin. Shout out to Cool Nephew. Right. He was like, yo, old people don't have Instagram like that, so the numbers ain't gonna be there. So if you think about the highest numbers joint, the number one joint was Jeezy and Gucci. Right. And I told Barry yesterday, I was like, the only people that could have beat Jeezy and Gucci was Big and Pac. Like that's how I feel, right? Like that's
somebody gonna put their grandma on. Like, grandma, listen. I don't know. Somebody got to put their.
Yeah,
If y'all listen,
I
if y'all
think
out
they
there,
messed up on the Triller thinking about the older groups, right? So you're banking on the older demographic being a part of this versus Apple, right? I could have easily put my mom on Apple because she has an iPhone, right? Where Triller, oh, you got to download the app or go to Instagram. She don't have Instagram. So I think that's the problem with it's going to be. So although I'm going to enjoy it and I don't give a fuck if 10 people is on, like, I don't need it, right? Rich people only have 100,000 when I look at it.
If you're watching or you listening, reach out to your older folks and try to put them on. You're probably not going to want to do it. I swear I tried to get my grandma to stop mailing her bills in and she would not do it. She
put it on YouTube. Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
if you can, at least reach out to your older folks and
they should, you know how they play it before they come on. They should just play all of the new music. They got their fucking samples in it between Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yo, that shit might dump more than the actual show.
Right, that
another DJ in that joint.
Yeah, that should go exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody make that happen versus don't play no shit other than they straight samples before the jump. Make it happen.
I'm gonna bring my mother.
Prophetic podcast,
right? Yeah, I'm gonna bring my mother to the house and we're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like,
you can make
that's
it a
where
jump.
I'm at.
That would I'd probably
Yeah.
be over there with that.
Yeah. We gonna
I'm
make
with
that a thing. Yeah.
All right, let's jump
Because
into
I'm a
this.
dancer, baby. I'm a dancer.
Oh, we know this.
We know
I don't know
this.
this.
Yeah.
We know firsthand. Let's jump into this Snowfall. JB, where you at, JB?
Right here.
Yo, I seen something before the season started saying that, without John being here, this show has definitely took a step back. I don't see what the hell they was
Probably is.
talking about. That shit is going hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is going like every scene, everything, man. Like Snowfall is really like top tier, one of the best shows on TV. I think we can sit back here and put it in. I put it up there just off the top of the dome. Going on right now. Some shows, there's some stuff I watch and I'd be like, you know what? I can wait a couple of days. Snowfall, first of all, in our fucking group chat, I gotta watch it because JB buzzing about that shit the next fucking morning, Thursday morning. JB like, y'all see Snowfall last night?
Yo, it's the only thing I make time to watch, like real time when it's premiering. That's the
Only thing.
It's literally the only thing.
Only thing that's wrong with it is that it ain't bingey. Like you
Right, you
don't
gotta wait
drop
a
them
week.
all at one time. That's the
Right.
singular
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's the single
Yo,
thing wrong
I ain't
with
gonna
it.
hold you. Like you said, that's the only thing you watch.
They smart for doing that though, cool, because it keep people coming back every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? They smart for putting it like old school, like, yo, nah, y'all gonna make time to watch this at 10 o'clock.
Well,
on
it's
Wednesday night.
their contract, and they network.
You said you watch it. You watch it.
The way they
straight
do
like,
business.
I gotta be able to rewind it, yo. I gotta be able to like. It'd be certain shit. I'd be like, hold on. I'm just so, especially with something I'm really into. I gotta turn it up. I gotta. What'd he say? I gotta hit every single line and everything. So how y'all think it's gonna play out? We just gonna predict some. How y'all feeling like it's gonna go? I think Leon gonna get locked up. The best thing you can do to save Leon, might be send him to jail.
Leon might get killed, bro.
That's the best thing you can do. Is if he send him to jail, they can't kill him.
No,
I mean, they might be like they probably can't kill him.
But you see the CIA stuff ready for them because your man Gustavo, when he got locked up first thing he said, you can't. Yeah, he said you can't lock me up. I'm CIA.
Burning me
I
up.
don't even know. Was Drew was the cop boy that was with the chick. He came and gave her the whole story. She had the whole situation, but she just couldn't use some as she didn't have no somebody that said more the chick that got killed.
The reporter joint.
Right. The guy, yeah, right. So the chick that got killed when they killed her, right? She was CIA, but she was working with the white boy.
Yeah. With Reed, yeah.
Right.
Reed.
So they got the whole her boss got the whole situation down, but she just don't got no witness, somebody to say that it's true. She got the whole shit.
She fucking with the Colombian dudes now.
Well, she trying to flip him,
bro. They need to kill what's his name. So he fucked up by not killing old girl. He should have popped her ass too.
Who?
His sister, Man-Boy's sister.
Man-Boy's sister. And
I don't think he had time to.
What do you mean? He was dumping and then realized that. Yeah. What do you mean? This is the early '80s. Ain't no cameras, no way. He's supposed to kill.
Yeah, but I think
fucking goddamn.
Like
he was just so fucked up about it.
Yeah, he was stuck once he realized he hit the little girl. He was stuck.
She was already dead, yo.
He ain't gonna pull that trigger. Yeah, but I'm saying you ain't gonna pull that trigger again. You just, you know what I mean?
He did it because he had to do it, but
you're in a wild situation.
He don't feel like that killer, like who just, I'm just gonna kill this chick. Like,
I don't think it was their fault. I'm gonna keep it all.
No,
it was the boys
busting first. Yeah, they start busting first.
But end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter at the end of the day.
Nah, that's the streets.
You're not trying to hit that. Ain't nobody trying to hit that. Sonny, nobody trying to hit old.
Shout out to the writers having Man-Boy, like, and Scully having mob ties with the sister though. That's crazy. Like, I didn't even know that was even a thing until she was like,
you didn't know that was a system?
Nah, I didn't know that. You knew that?
Yeah, the whole time they talking about the play. Yeah.
Matter of fact, listen. When Man-Boy was telling because Man-Boy the one put Franklin on the Scully.
Right, yeah.
And he was like, yo, my sister, baby father is blood, and he got Crenshaw, we got Compton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Right.
You're right.
But then they fell out. They fell out. So
yeah,
that
fell out. She said, yo, you trying to get me killed.
Yeah, they try to kill each other and everything.
The elephant in the room. What I said the other day was like, if y'all niggas talking about if you Franklin, you gonna kill Leon, I don't even want y'all around me. Like, don't even you ain't the type of person I can consider loyal.
No,
if you
not
feel
gonna
like
kill Leon.
you gonna do me. No, but I'm saying, it was on the buzz on Twitter was like, yo, Franklin got killed. I'm like, that's his man.
Everybody
Baby.
not listen.
Like,
Hey,
what?
everybody want to be squad. Everybody don't know how to be squad. I've been saying that shit for years. Like everybody want the feeling of what comes with it, but then it's
Y'all
when
be
things go
missing
wrong.
the point on shit.
Okay.
Right? Like that relationship is already fractured, and the only reason why he is alive is because of this much loyalty is left. Right? Motherfucking Leon was wilding from the beginning. Right? Remember when he had to bang on him about the motherfucking money and shit? Because these motherfuckers was banging over a chick, naturally. That's kind of where it all starts, right? Him and Man Boy started having friction over old girl, right?
I don't even think it was that. I felt like because Man Boy knew him as a kid, he tried to always play Leon like, oh yeah, remember back in the day? Because Leon, when you think about Leon when he first started, he remember he had the holes in his shoes and all that. So he came up rough. So when they first was interacting with each other, he's like, oh, little Leon. So I think it was, I don't even know. I mean, even though he do got feelings for Wanda, and I did play a part too, but he always had some slick shit to say to Leon. Because that's what Leon said. Every time I turn around, he got something to say. And then he said, that's what he's like, oh, you gonna let a high nigga talk? That's when he hit him with that when he was in the car and all that shit. He said, every time you fuck with him, I lose money.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, Leon got too big, took the projects.
But the twist is they wouldn't have been going at Leon if Franklin ain't pick sides. When Franklin picked sides and decided to go with Man Boy, Leon told him to mind it, don't eat. So it's kind of both of them, and they go back before all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you we was broke together trying to figure.
He's supposed to dip. He's supposed to leave town.
Yeah. Tried to, but his mom grimy as hell. We had this conversation. Shout out to my mother and father-in-law.
You think his mother was grimy?
If I got you the crib with drug money,
right?
Put money in the backyard, drug money, and you have no problem accepting those things. When I go through what I go through because of this drug situation, you gonna tell me I can't come there?
He can't come there.
Yeah, because the
first place they're gonna go is your mother's house. He can't come there.
They never came to her house. They never came. Nobody knew she was at. If you don't want to deal with drug money, if you don't want to,
sisters in there,
that's fine. And if you don't want to deal in that kind of life, then you should have never took the bread and stayed in the projects and been cool with it.
You
cannot take the drug money and be. Oh, I want to.
She took the drug money, and why would he go home? Is the point?
He went to get the bread. He went to get the bread he had buried in the backyard that she dug up and spent.
Oh, yeah, she spent the bread.
Right. You went up and dug up after I got you a crib.
Another failed point on Leon's goddamn part. You shouldn't have fucking buried the bread at your mother's house.
You should better. You will hope your mother wouldn't take your stash.
I don't.
Hey, bro. For love of money.
Nah, that's
people will rob their own mother.
Hey, bro, it's real, dog.
And then gave him a robe and pat him on his ass. Said,
it was cold outside.
She gave
it was $30.
Gas money. No coffee.
Listen,
Leon dumb as shit for keeping that. I went right to guys get some clippers. Cut that dumb ass fro off. He's so stupid.
I mean, he still looked like Leon, regardless of what.
I was mad that was the first thing that didn't happen. I was like, why don't he cut his hair? I thought he was gonna take some scissors, but I forgot he ain't never been that next thinking process smart. I was mad at TV.
Right?
Am I the only one? Am I the only one who thought Franklin mother was about to do him?
I didn't know what type of time she was on. I don't think she was. No, I don't think she's capable of murder.
No, I'm saying you're the only one who felt like she was going to do it.
Right. Damn, JB, you got the mom out here.
Y'all think she was going to kill him?
No, I thought she was going to do exactly what she did.
I think that showed how probably his whole life she's been more of a mom to him than his own mother has. That's what I took from it.
Slit his throat. No. I thought she really slit his throat, bro.
Damn, you got his mom on that type tough. Look, she got a little tough, got a little rough.
Yo,
she ain't killing some little. She's not killing the little boy she's seen raised.
He thought she was the lady from the wire.
Right. Or Smurf off
the same lady. No,
she was that was Avon's sister. Avon's sister, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, she said she was a box there.
Thought that was Smurf off Animal Kingdom. Like, nah,
Pete thought the same thing. I'm gonna bring. I should attack.
That's funny, yo. Smurf off of Animal Kingdom. That's funny.
Like she just gonna kill a little boy that she seen grow up with her son. Like she's not.
I think Animal Kingdom coming back in June. Speaking of,
we're waiting for that. Definitely.
Yeah, we on deck.
All right. Yo, I went and we was talking about massages earlier. On Saturday, Miss Raekwon and Ghostface. I went, got with Pop and my wife, uncles and her dad and a couple cousins, and we when they got the CBD massages. Bro, listen.
Your family, your
Right. I'm just saying, like, when I say Pop, and then you might think I'm actually talking about my father. You know what I'm saying?
family.
That's why I wanted to be okay. Well, okay, that's with my folks. But I'm gonna get the CBD massage, bro. Listen, I need, like, first of all, my body felt so great. It took me a minute to even get myself together after she was done. Like, that shit is marvelous. And I suggest that for anybody. Like, I feel like that's something I gotta make a part of, monthly or something like that. Getting that done, a massage, man. Like, that shit was just like my first real one. It was like wonderful, man. Amazing. I felt good, and something I feel like I need to implement in, monthly if I can. I would definitely suggest it to anybody.
Better goddamn make sure you take pictures so you don't end up in a Deshaun watching situation. You know what I'm saying? Record all your motherfucking interactions.
The whole time.
Goddamn spot.
Got those cheeks rubbed about to get a cake. Brothers talking.
He said you had your CBD cheek rub.
Yo.
Hold on. You see how he took it to another level?
Yeah.
He's in the front, I'm in the back. I like the front, he like the back, and I be there.
Silly bitches screaming.
Hey, Flux, what's wrong with him today?
Yo.
I'm just thinking the verses.
Hey, Flush, elaborate. Yo, tell me more about what all is wrapped up in that massage. Is it like, are they like, is it they got the CBD in their gloves or something? Like, what?
It's the oil, my bad. It's oil.
Like, what's the
I
process?
think it's the oil she's using.
Oh, okay.
She got the heated table and all that. Like I said, it was definitely like, yo, like relaxing, man. Like I felt myself like falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? And then when she was done, it's like I had to take a few minutes just to gather myself, like just to, because it was just like so relaxing and just, I feel like that's something I need. You know what I'm saying? And I would suggest it to anybody. That might be the name of this episode though. CBD Butt Rub though. I don't know. Is that too crazy?
No, it's perfectly fine.
No, we said worse stuff today, so that's it.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, yo. But before we go, man, there's nothing wrong with showing love. Sometimes you show love and you pump something up and make it bigger than what it is. And, you trying to be showing love and all that. But Drake, come on, Drake. Drake gonna say, he gonna pay tribute to Bow Wow. If it wasn't for you, there would be no me. I'm sorry. I have a hard time accepting that from him.
Why?
Because I just don't see where
Bow Wow,
first of all,
so shit is askew, yo. It's
no.
Crazy.
So for that, then listen, because then if it wasn't for JD, because JD was the one writing the shit, or whoever was writing the shit, because it wasn't Bow Wow. So what about Bow Wow?
He didn't say that. Bow Wow not a legend though?
I guess.
Plus, you don't think Bow Wow?
What do you mean? You guess?
I guess. I mean, he was a little boy that had a look in with everybody else that JD did, whether it was Criss Cross or whoever. Like, I don't think he had some talent.
He was the biggest.
He was a little kid with a look in the right place. That's it.
No, my question again.
I don't think there's you think Bow Wow got talent? You think Bow Wow is a good rapper?
I think Bow Wow has a lot of talent. Yes.
And I
don't know.
And do you say, do I think goddamn Bow Wow's a good rapper? Yes, I think Bow Wow's a good rapper.
Yeah.
I don't understand your point.
I think JD, if it wasn't for JD, it wouldn't be.
If it wasn't for Jazzo, it wouldn't be no Jay-Z. So fucking what?
It's different. What are you saying? Jay-Z got talent. A lot of that stuff was basically JD. Come on, bro. I'm just saying.
So you thinking?
I'm not saying Bow Wow. Look, he did his thing, and he had opportunity, and his family made money off it, and he's built the career off it. I don't think.
You again. So do you think Bow Wow is a legend?
I guess. I mean, I think his career has been legendary. I don't think when I look at him as a I don't see how as dope as Drake is, who does his own shit. And
that's not what he said.
You got right.
He legendary.
That's how I took it.
Look at the timing of it all. He was on Arsenio Hall at 4 or 5 years old. Anybody that had aspirations of being actor or lawyer seen Bow Wow like Mike. Yeah, you could easily see how Drake at a time when he was just on Degrassi, Bow Wow had lived a whole life and then some.
True.
That's it.
I just don't.
That's
I
not,
was thinking,
that's not
okay,
too
well,
hard.
I looked at it more of his talent as a
Rapping.
rapper, right?
Yeah.
More than I would say Bow Wow's a legend as far as just his career and the things he's done and achieved in his career. I just don't look at it musically. I was thinking more of it as on the music aspect of things, because Drake just deals with music for the most part.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
but
don't put
Bow
him in
Wow
Drake
that
said he don't
box.
act. Drake said he don't act no more. Drake said you
What
won't
do you
see
mean? He
acting
just
no more.
acted during the Super Bowl. What
In
are
a
you
commercial
talking
is
about?
something different than
That's
him being a
acting.
movie star.
You ever seen?
He said
you
my
ever
acting
seen,
days are over. He said
you
it on
ever
the joint.
seen Drake or motherfucking goddamn going Saturday Night Live? You ever
He
seen him
killed
on
it.
goddamn on
He killed it,
You
Instagram
think that makes
Live?
him? You think that makes him an actor? I don't look at it like
Drake
that.
is an actor first, yes, by far.
And he said my acting days are over.
You still point to one song.
You just don't like.
God damn it!
So you think? Hold on. So you see?
Hey, plus you just don't like Bow Wow, right?
So you,
Right.
I don't really. I don't care. I don't
There's
care
a lot
about
of
Bow
Bow
Wow.
Wow slander and hate going on right now.
I don't care about Bow Wow.
It's cool.
I just
I
look
get
at
it.
Bow Wow's career.
Hey, we not gonna give Bow Wow the rest of our show.
I look at listen. I look at Bow Wow's
Funny.
career. I'm gonna finish my thought. I look at Bow Wow's career, and I see success, but I see Jermaine Dupri seeing the young boy and seeing the situation and him making that thing pop for him.
But you can't say. I mean, this will end it there. But like a lot of different people. He was on death row first, so a lot of different people saw him. And like you can't just say Jermaine Dupri because Bow Wow outlived in relevancy the Brat, Criss Cross, and everybody else that Jermaine Dupri put a stamp on, including Dupri himself, Yes,
True.
where he was a producer on that TV show. He slept on it a little bit, man.
Are y'all did y'all check out this Justice League, the 4-hour movie Drake they put back out? Y'all fucking with it?
I started it.
Yeah, I started it, and it's too dark. Like, why? I don't understand why they made it. Like the lighting of it is dark, man. I'm old. I go maybe like they at least we can see everything that's going on. The whole DC thing is like pitch black.
They need to start that shit all over. They need to just start.
Yeah, first of all,
you trying to save something that can't be saved.
Son, like, first of all, you gonna do a 4-hour movie, bro. Like, we grown men. I ain't got that kind of time in my life. I'm at the bus station.
Kanye West.
To do the movie, to write the script, direct it.
Seriously.
Virgil and Kanye be in the building.
Starring Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Like, can't do it without Bow Wow Wizzle.
Do y'all understand what happened with the movie?
Yes.
I'm asking for the collective.
No.
So Zack Snyder's daughter passed away while he was directing, so he stepped away. And everybody wanted to see his version of the movie. So why not get behind something that you're going to put money into, right? They were going to put it in the movie theater had it not been for COVID. And everybody would have went and saw it. Like, I've heard nothing but great reviews around it. And the only thing that people will have an issue with that is 4 hours and 2 minutes. Outside of that, I've heard that it was pretty good, right? Or just some of the parts or a different aspect and visuals of somebody who was directing something, being such a big director as Zack Snyder is. So
I might try to get a chance if I can pull it off.
I'm never going to watch it in one setting. I'm busy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm a fan, and I was kind of, intrigued and fascinated by the whole Zack Snyder cut because of, what he did with Superman. So I was like, I'm going to appreciating the stuff he's done previously, but the 4-hour mark, it's only one movie I'm gonna get at times, and that's Malcolm X. So I can't. If I can give Spike and Denzel 3 hours, that's it. I can't give Batman 4 hours.
Yeah,
you gonna have to bust that joint down.
Remember when I used to mention the locks? Like, we used to find a way to mention the locks in the early episodes. JB every couple of weeks,
Malcolm X
he finds a way to put Malcolm X. I agree with you, bro. I love it too.
Ever made, bro.
I love it too.
Don't make the greatest album ever.
You just make a point to bring up Malcolm X.
That's like, because I want y'all to watch it.
I had cereal this morning. Well, I'm about to watch Malcolm X.
I watched Malcolm X. I started watching it today. That's how crazy it is.
Listen, you could probably do. No, if we had 3 hours, like AJB, just do Malcolm X for us real quick.
No, I'm dead serious.
I had some soup today. I had some soup today. I took the X out.
Yep.
And I'm watching Malcolm X live.
I listen. I wish I was holding y'all cap, yo. I listen to that joint in my AirPods while I'm working. And then be like, Brother Malcolm. I'll be like, yeah, here we go.
Yo.
Right there.
Hey, yo, real quick, name a movie that you could probably do from beginning to end and damn near every word.
House Party.
The Five
The
Heartbeats for
Wiz.
me.
The Wiz for
The
me.
Wiz.
The
That's
Wiz.
a
That's
deep cut
legit,
there,
Juice.
Juice.
That's
Yeah.
legit.
Hey, Juice,
Juice.
Juice, I might have to put money up to hear you do that.
AJB. When Juice was
Bro,
a little boy,
I've been watching that movie since I was 4, bro.
when Juice was a little boy, he ain't watch cartoons, dog. He listened to the Earth, Wind, and Fire and watching the Wiz as a young boy.
Hey Juice, if you do the Wiz, I might have to put the bread up to see that.
Juice got an old ass soul, like
that's a
Juice
deep
got a
cut.
soul, like he got an early 80s, late 70s soul. Like Juice be listening to this shit, be like, yeah, Stephanie
And the
Mills.
Wiz. I wish our kids could really understand how relevant the people who were in the Wiz were to us when they was young, to like get them to understand how big it was, man. But that movie was crazy.
When I was young, I didn't even understand. You know, I knew you probably knew who Michael Jackson. I didn't know who. It took me to be a little older to really.
Like it's Nipsey Russell on that joint.
So the
you know what I'm saying?
the
Diana
reason why I
Ross.
was such a big fan of the movie was because I was a huge and still Michael Jackson fan. So like the only way that they could get me to like kind of sit down and not, you know what I'm saying, bother the fuck out of them was to watch Michael Jackson shit all day. So I'm gonna show you how old school it is. I was watching The Wiz on beta tapes. There was that. Like I watched Michael Jackson. I watched Michael Jackson. I watched Mike Tyson fights, and I watched The Wiz on. It was on a beta tape. Now the beta tape, you had VHS and you had beta tape. Beta tape had like a. It was still a cassette tape, but it was just a different type of.
It was a different manufacturer.
It was a different manufacturer and how it was made, but it was pretty much still off film. I think it was supposed to be a little better too, as far as quality, you know what I'm saying, of the day of technology of watching cassette tapes.
Y'all know why VHS won, right?
Why?
Huh?
Y'all know why VHS beat out beta, right?
Why?
Porn chose VHS.
No, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
Y'all know why Blu-ray beat HD DVD, right? Porn chose Blu-ray over HD DVD.
Smart choice by them.
Wow.
Yo, y'all realize how crazy it was that we used to record like the radio and movies on tape, bro?
Bro, bro. Yeah. You ever tipped over one of your folks' tape?
Son, yes. I taped over my uncle. Like our uncle recorded an album, Chocolate Rain. I taped over my mother's copy, son.
Ooh.
Boy, to this day, you ask her, she'll tell you like one of the worst jokes.
Hey, Jordan, you was really fucked up.
Juice, I was thrown off by Juice watching Michael Jackson and Mike Tyson, and they went to why he was sit his ass down nowhere. That's a hell of a combination of shit to be watching.
All right, she got me to sit down, bro. And
all right, we're gonna end it right there. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 136. We out here.
Yeah,
fellas.
Yeah.
Love y'all.